Now on Good Morning El Paso, breaking news overnight, another deadly nightclub shooting in Florida. The victims include teenagers.
Plus more road closures planned this week in parts of the city. We have what you need to know before heading out the door today.
The DNC kicks off this afternoon, but a bombshell coming even before it starts. I'm Lauren Lister in Philadelphia. I'll have more coming up.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
It was a wet night in the borderland overnight after a storm hit parts of the city.
This is video our photographer shot in West El Paso. The rain really came down pretty steadily on Mesa for at least part of the night.
The heavy rains caused power outages throughout parts of the city, and El Paso Electric is still working to restore them this morning. We'll let you know if the rain will be sticking around today, but first, we want to wish you a very good morning. El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez, I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Floren. Good morning, everyone. We have headlines to get to, including some breaking news overnight, but first, let's talk about what we have going on with the weather.
Yes, there was quite a bit happening overnight, Nicole.
Absolutely. There was a nice little lightning show if you missed it. Of course, we'll take a look at some of those viewer photos. That's coming up in our full forecast. But let's get you out the door. Rainfall totals overnight. We picked up some light rain in Las Cruces, and currently clouds and radar showing most of the showers and storms that moved through our region now moving out towards the west. Currently seeing some of the heaviest activity around Van Horn, Sierra Blanca. Most of that moisture is moving out towards the southwest. Silver City, you're currently seeing light rainfall. A lot of the lighter greens that you're seeing on your screen there, that's evaporating before it actually hits the ground. But we do have a chance for isolated storms in the forecast for today. But coming up at 6:07 with your weather on the 7s, we've got to look at your neighborhood WeatherNet sites to get you out the door. Your morning planner for El Paso. We'll also check on those current temperatures. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Nicole. We begin with breaking news right now. Reports of another shooting at a Florida nightclub. This happened at Club Blue in Fort Myers. According to authorities, 2 people were killed. There are reports of as many as 17 people wounded. The Associated Press reporting that police are now questioning 3 people and they're searching for others who may have possibly been involved. The incident is believed to have taken place during a teen night, with some people at that event as young as 13 years old.
Demolition of the Paisano Bridge over I-10 in West El Paso didn't happen overnight. Construction crews on site telling ABC7 there was a change of plans and it will be torn down at a later date. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas is live with the latest. Denise.
Good morning, Stephanie. The freeway closed for more than 24 hours and we got to see firsthand the frustrations of drivers. And it was an even worse Sunday for a couple this couple here had just been hit by a semi-truck. They were okay, but their car got most of the damage. They say the driver of the truck pushed them out of the lane as hundreds of drivers also tried to get off I-10 to take the only detour, Mesa. And traffic on Mesa was down to a crawl with drivers inching their way to their destinations. And today the couple that was hit will be dealing with the cost of repairs.
We had his license plate number, but we're trying to get on the company name.
And that same area will be closed for the next 4 nights. I-10 West between the Sunland Park exit ramp and the Sunland Park entrance ramp as well. And then I-10 East between the Sunland Park overpass and Executive Center. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Denise. At 6:03, temperatures are expected to be in the triple digits in Philadelphia as the political landscape is, of course, heating up too. The chair of the DNC resigning, Bernie Sanders supporters already protesting in the streets, all just ahead of the Democratic National Convention, which starts today. ABC's Lauren Lister is already there and has this report.
Just ahead of the Democratic Convention, thousands of protesters already hitting the streets outside the big event. And even on the inside, a bombshell shaking things up. Party Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz center stage, resigning, coming after a WikiLeaks dump of thousands of internal Democratic National Committee emails revealed apparent attempts to undercut the rise of Bernie Sanders during the primary season. Hillary Clinton, in her first interview with running mate Senator Tim Kaine, addressing the issue on CBS.
So I can't speak to what people who were not working for me, who were saying whatever they were saying.
And Sanders, while calling for the DNC chair's resignation Sunday, not backing off his support of Clinton.
We have got to defeat Trump. We have to elect Hillary Clinton.
The Vermont senator is scheduled to take the podium and give a speech at the DNC tonight. Bernie! Bernie! Democrats hoping the appearance of party unity isn't disrupted by complaints in the arena like this.
Democratic Party's been colluding with Hillary, and they're just not being democratic or fair or gave Bernie a chance.
Now, with delegates filing in for the convention, expect the focus to be aimed at taking on Donald Trump and the nomination of the first female presidential candidate by a major party in U.S. history.
I have fighted for a woman to run for president.
And we're expecting Hillary Clinton to speak here Thursday. Tonight, in addition to Bernie Sanders, we'll also hear from First Lady Michelle Obama. Lauren Lister, ABC News, Philadelphia.
And don't forget to keep it with ABC 7 for complete coverage of the Democratic Convention throughout the week. We'll also be streaming it live over on our website. Just go to KVIA.com.
The community of Munich, Germany has come together to remember the victims of the attack at a mall. It happened Friday when authorities say an 18-year-old man killed 9 people and then himself. Authorities arrested the man's friend, who is 16 years old, saying he may have known more details than he told police during questioning. A top security official says he believes the failed asylum seeker was driven by religious extremism.
The mystery into the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 is deepening this morning. Officials say the pilot practiced the so-called suicide route on his flight simulator at home. FBI investigators concluded that he did that less than a month before the flight went missing. The plane with 239 people on board disappeared more than 2 years ago. Investigators never figured out what went wrong, but one of the theories is that a pilot may have taken the plane down as an act of murder-suicide. Officials said the plane was diverted from its original route and then later simply vanished far over the Indian Ocean.
The president of Afghanistan says the capital is in mourning after the attack there over the weekend. At least 83 people were killed. Another 230 were injured after a suicide bomber detonated explosives in a large crowd. The Islamic State group has claimed responsibility. The attack is one of the deadliest in the country since the Taliban launched a violent insurgency in 2001.
And now 6:07, time for weather and traffic on the 7th. What we like to do.
Yes, and we are talking about our forecast, and not so pleasant. So hot out there, Nicole.
It's definitely hot and also a little muggy. Notice our clouds and radar pictures showing us we still have a lot of that moisture in place, but it is moving in a northwesterly direction, tracking towards the Arizona border. So rain chances not looking so great this morning, but our rain chances will increase this afternoon. Well, let's get you out the door. El Paso, here's a look at your planner. Warm temperatures to start out the morning. We're close to 80 degrees at 7 o'clock, 85 by 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, we're in the mid-90s, so that means we are in for another warm day. Our humidity is at 39%, current temperature, we're at 80 degrees El Paso with light winds, a little cooler in Las Cruces, clear skies with that current temperature sitting at 72. Our WeatherNet site showing us warm temperatures in East El Paso and 79 in Northeast El Paso at North Star Elementary School. It will be another hot day today. We'll talk about those rain chances this afternoon in your full forecast. Mauricio?
Hey Nicole, good morning. As we take a look right now at our ABC 7 traffic flows, for the most part we're seeing green across the map. We are seeing just a little bit of delays right here on Montana heading eastbound, but not really any congestion going on. Traffic just moving a little bit slower than usual. Let's take a look now over to Las Cruces. Good morning to you. 68 miles per hour is what we're tracking in both directions on I-10. A little bit slower here on Highway 70 as you approach downtown Las Cruces, 18 miles per hour. So again, just a little bit slower, a little bit of delays. But the good news is that Highway 70 east of Las Cruces will remain open throughout the rest of the day. Let's give you a live look outside now with our ABC 7 TechStop cameras to I-10 at Porfirio Diaz, where the streets are looking clear.
All right, thanks so much, Mauricio, and we have much more to come.
Including a Dallas Cowboy bus involved in a deadly crash over the weekend, the latest on the investigation.
And residents forced to leave their homes after a brush fire continues to threaten their homes.
It's 6:09, and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.
You're watching ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso with Hillary Floren, Stephanie Valle, and live reports from Denise Olivas.